He's everything a rock star shouldn't be. Quiet, humble, and more likely to be found surfing his local Hawaiian break or spending time with his family than raising hell on tour. Jack Johnson's reluctance to embrace the excesses of celebrity is probably due to the fact he quite literally fell into the music business after a shocking surfing accident. It almost killed him. But to pass the time, as he recovered, he picked up a guitar. And, as they say, the rest is chart-topping history. It's dawn over Hawaii's famous Waikiki beach. Diamond Head looms large in the background.
In times like these,
it's the morning of Jack Johnson's first hometown gig of the tour, but at a time when most rock stars are going to bed, Jack is getting up, heading out for a surf and taking me with him.
Any chance I get, if I'm on tour, I gotta sneak out. If I get a window, if we're near a coast for one day, I go. And we're near a coast. There's little waves today, so I figure we gotta go.
This is Jack's home, a place where he feels most at peace and inspired.
That's where I do a lot of my writing, is not so much like the bulk of the song or anything, but a lot of the bigger ideas will come while I'm in the ocean.
It might just be the secret to Jack Johnson's success.
who's to say what's impossible will they forget?
After all, he sold 25 million records and made 7 albums since 2001.
And all I really want to know is where all the good people go.
Can you believe that you are as big as you are?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. It's every step of the way blew my mind, definitely. When I was playing in little coffee shops, like first trying to learn how to project my voice even, I was happy if that room would be full. I didn't dream past that.
Yet even now, with all his success, there's nothing showy about Jack Johnson. His basic uniform is t-shirt, shorts and thongs, whether he's on the beach or up on stage.
Residue from the price tag on the tip of my tongue. Words don't come, they go. How many likes I gotta get? That's not the right verse.
This unassuming star might play to thousands of fans, but he's equally at home on the sand,
That's a C and a G.
teaching a tune to this rather amateur guitarist.
I need this here old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down.
Sitting here on the beach, strumming a ukulele, Jack Johnson is about as far away from sex, drugs and rock and roll as you can get.
There you go, I think so.
Rock stars are known for smashing guitars. I can't imagine you ever doing that. You're such a chilled out dude. Have you ever smashed a guitar?
No, well, no, I haven't ever smashed one. I thought about it the other night. We did, we played at the 50th anniversary of the Monterey Pop Festival, which is where Hendrix originally smashed his and lit it on fire and everything.
Yeah.
And so everybody backstage kept talking about, are you gonna smash your guitar? No, you're gonna smash your guitar. Nobody ended up doing it.
Horizon has been defeated by the pirates of the new age.
The 41-year-old is a product of his laid-back upbringing. Growing up on Oahu's North Shore, young Jack surfed the world-class break of Pipeline near Sunset Beach every day. But even locals don't always tame the dangerous swell. At 17, fate played its hand when Jack dived off a wave head first into coral.
This whole lip was hanging off. I was missing these teeth. Right here was like it just spread open, and it was like I put my finger up in this little pocket, I remember, and thinking, oh, that didn't feel good. When I look back, I mean, it was definitely, in my life, that's the closest I've come to dying, for sure, you know.
150 stitches or something, didn't you?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Is it true that your dad said, don't worry about it, son, chicks dig scars?
He did say that to me. And the car ride in, he said, yeah, chicks dig scars, you'll be okay.
But out of a negative came a positive. As Jack nursed his injuries, he focused on the guitar, playing for hours on end.
I would have never gotten as into guitar as I did if I didn't have that accident, because there was a few months there I had to be out of the water.
And it was a skill that served him well at university when he met and fell in love with his future wife, Kim.
There's no combination of words I can put on the back of a postcard.
I heard you tried to woo your wife by trying to play her a song.
Yeah, I'm sure I tried to impress her with like knowing the guitar or something, but I mean...
Obviously it worked.
I don't think that's what worked. I think my persistence. We were really good friends for a long time.
2 decades on, Kim is still the love of his life, his wife, his manager, and most importantly, his muse.
I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together.
When I try a new line on her, I can just tell by the look on her face, because we've been together so long. It's like I'll either get her attention when we're in the kitchen or something, and she'll be like, oh, that's nice, you know, or if she doesn't say anything, I know, like, oh, okay, that line's probably not that good.
So most of your songs are generally about your wife, your family?
The love songs are all for my wife, you know, those are all, if I've forgotten that it's our anniversary and I wake up and like, oh.
You gotta write her a hit?
Yeah, I gotta write a song quick.
Putting us all to shame, mate.
Well, you know, I mean, that's my version of a card. That's how I do it.
Jack's rise to fame was fast. What started as music in a surf film quickly turned into his first album. But in 2004, Jack's popularity went way beyond the surf crowd. Hollywood funny man Ben Stiller was an early fan who appeared in his breakout music video, Taylor.
They say Taylor was a good girl, never want to be late, complain, express ideas in her brain.
How'd you get Ben Stiller on board?
Ben Stiller, it's funny, I met Owen Wilson randomly, and he told me Ben Stiller is actually like a weird fan. He's like kind of psycho about you. He told me they were doing a movie together at the time, and he said every day he pulls up the set, you can hear your music like really loud in his car, and you always see him, he's like lip syncing your words as he pulls up. And so we had the idea of doing a video together, and he was so sweet.
And you play back.
We'll beat a Patrick,
Okay, cut. Sorry. I just had an idea. That part with the Peter Piper picks. What is it?
Peter Patrick Pitter Patter.
Peter Patrick Pitter Patter. Yeah, I love that. That would be great if you could like do like, you know, like actually be pitter pattering at the window.
The celebrity touch of Ben Stiller propelled Jack Johnson into superstardom. Nearly 20 years later, he's on another tour, promoting his 7th album, All the Light Above It Too.
And all the real estate in my mind is for sale, it's all been subdivided.
Today, Jack is at Honolulu's Waikiki Shell for an intimate gig at home.
It's an ordinary location you got here. I don't know why you didn't choose something more exciting.
Yeah, pretty boring backdrop over here. Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, this stands out as one of the most beautiful venues in the world, you know, for sure.
You must feel like kissing the sky sometimes, like Jimi Hendrix said.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, don't we all?
Jack Johnson is a hippie at heart who cares deeply about the earth. Right now, he's worried about the plastic problem facing his beloved Hawaii. Because of ocean currents, local beaches have become dumping grounds for the world's garbage. His latest music video highlights how much plastic was found on just one beach.
So you can find little bits of things we all use in our life. Probably a little toothbrush in there, hair comb. Looks like some Astro Deck maybe.
This lantern is filled with the plastic from that beach, and these lights hang above the crowd at every concert. And to make a point, Jack Johnson's entire tour is plastic-free.
Yeah, looking good.
Another thing absent on this tour is the rock and roll staple of a roadie, fast food.
This is what the crew get?
Yeah,
So I was thinking like burgers and hot dogs
well,
and stuff like that.
I've been there.
I think that's what the crew thinks they're gonna get.
But that's what Jack's about, healthy eating. His charity, the Kukua Hawaii Foundation, financially supports local farms, and the food from those farms is being served up today.
What about the crews getting 5-star meals?
It's, you know, that's one of the perks. It's definitely, I mean, all the, well, what I could call them roadies, but they're all my best friends.
sing your songs or dance your dance.
There's definitely a family feel up on stage at a Jack Johnson gig.
That sounds about right.
This band of brothers has been together for almost all of Jack's musical career.
So Zach and I went to college together. He agreed to join this band, but he said, I'll only be in this band if you give me a 1-foot riser that makes me a foot taller than you. All night long.
This mateship creates a great energy on
I don't
stage.
care for your careless.
And coupled with a clear night and a full moon, a sellout crowd partied on. Luckily, we don't miss out on the tour either. Jack and his band are hitting our shores just before this Christmas. And for Jack, there's a special connection with Australia.
All the real estate in my mind.
Somehow the lifestyle and the music and the background with the surf films, it's true. I felt like this support right off the bat that was different than anywhere else. I mean, it was definitely the first place that took off that quickly for us.
Who's to say what's impossible they forgot?
While Jack Johnson is comfortable up there on stage, he's happiest back here with the sand in his toes and a uke in his hand.
I can't believe I'm jamming with Jack Johnson. There's a nice life moment here.
I don't know. I can't believe I'm jamming with Peter. What's the last name?
It's Stefanovic. Don't worry about that.
But don't let his casual attitude fool you. He had no problem putting me back in my place.
So what time do you need me there tonight?
Yeah, about 7:45 on Monday. You get to the show on Monday. It'll work perfect. We'll be there on Saturday.
All right. Thanks for the lesson.
All right, man. Yeah. Thank you. That was fun.